I've been meaning to do this one, preview this one for over 2 months now. Finally have found the time to go ahead and bring it to you. This is the 2024. This is one of my favorite floor plans. It is the 417 KB. It's a Solitude by Grand Design. I'm assuming the KB stands for kitchen in the back. I don't know, maybe it's a kitchen and the super bathroom that's inside. But I think you're gonna love this one, so stay tuned as we preview it. Understand that I do not put pricing other than retail, if I even put that, on these, because I cannot advertise our lowest price. So for the best price, reach out to me, contact information down below, but let's get started with this camper. So let's get inside and check this thing out. We're starting the inside this time. A little bit different than I usually do. But so this is what it looks like as you come in, looking towards the back. Love the way it is laid out. You have sofas on either side. They fold out to beds if need be. You've got the recliners directly across from the TV. Nice freestanding dinette table. The nice thing with that is, notice how you have no legs that your knees are going to hit on. Plus 2 of those chairs, if you wanted to, as you can see this one here, you could take, if it's just going to be 2 of you, you could take those chairs, fold them up, put them in the underbelly, put them under the bed in the bedroom, whatever you'd like. One of the first things you're going to notice when you come in here is how tall the ceilings are and how tall this is in your slide outs. You know, you've got to be pretty darn tall. I don't know how high that is, but I mean, I'm 5'8", and of course with a hat on, maybe I'm 6 foot, but you're not going to hit your head when you go stand up from that sofa when you're in that slide out. Notice it is a flush floor slide. The nice thing with the flush floor slides is you're not going to be tripping going into the sofa. I remember those when I first started in the business. Keep in mind with flush floor slides, you've got 2 of them here. When these slide outs are in, do not be sitting on the sofas. Do not be sitting on those. You will damage the floor. Just my opinion there. So let's get back in. We're going to start with the kitchen first. Look at this counter space. You liking it? What do you think of this nice big, the nice big oven and 4-burner cooktop? Oh, looks like I need 110 power for that stuff to work there. But that is, as you can see, a nice good size oven. I'm looking forward to getting some feedback on people that are actually using them, because I know your typical RV stove, oven, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't work very well. But much bigger residential style burners. And then of course, now this is a convection microwave. I'm sorry, this is not a convection microwave, it's just a regular microwave. However, not that difficult in the event you wanted to change that out for convection, but at least you have the larger of the 2. Tons of storage up here, as you can see. I mean, that's what all these cabinets are going to look like. Of course, you've got the glass cabinet up top there. These are soft close doors. And then, of course, you have your drawers. And you can see how nice and deep these drawers are. See how deep they are? Just give you an idea. And then they're magnetically held in place instead of having that plastic clip that holds them in place. This is kind of unique how they do this. So you can get to this way, but then this also pulls out. But look at how long that is. So you're gonna have to pull it out to get the back of it. I thought that was a pretty ingenious way of making that. This gives you a good idea of how they do the ducts. That's the heated duct. It's not on the floor, so it's blowing the heat across the floor and up. See the little lights in the toe kick there? Check out the sink. So this is one of those sinks that you have, this, you push, see how that, we got a little bit of pressure on there, water pressure. But so if you want to go ahead and rinse out your glass there, these will pull out, but you can have this as a little sink if you wanted to use it for a washer. It has the little sprayers here, and of course your pull out. And then you can have your little soap as well. Now you have a nice little window back there. The nice thing with that is in the event that you're cooking, notice you have a power vent fan up above in the ceiling. Benefit there is if you're cooking, you go ahead, it's going to pull the air, everything right out the back window there, keeps it away from the rest of the camper. Less chance that you're going to be setting off the smoke detector, which is going up in the hallway there as you go up the steps in the ceiling. So I like how they thought that through. LP leak detector down here on the left of the refrigerator freezer. Now this is a nice big residential refrigerator freezer. Here's your little ice maker. And it is 12 volt. As you can see, the lights are on. I'm only plugged in with a battery, but look at the size of that refrigerator. Like I say, I absolutely love how this thing's set up. Checking out your pantry. Notice how you can't see through the door, but once I open this door, you're going to notice the light comes on. I mean, that's a walk-in pantry. I know there's other manufacturers out there that maybe do a little bit different, but I like the way this one's set up because it has the shelves, has the cabinets so you can put things away. And then of course you have the 110 outlet. So over there, if you want to put your coffee maker or something in there to keep it off this counter out here, you're able to do so. Now I know what you're probably saying to me, Paul, I don't see any outlets on this counter out here. That's because what they've done is they've put them up top. You've got one there as well as one here. So that's where they're kind of out of sight, out of mind a little bit for you. Just so I can just show you these few other of these cabinets. Look at how much space is in that cabinet. That is a ton of space. Now here you keep your trash can in here if you wish. And you do have a shut off back here. And again, soft closed doors. Now, one thing I wanted to show you in the kitchen, in the event that, let's say you're back here, let's say, as you see, I don't have the lights on, you want to go ahead and turn on your lights, and you're standing here at the sink. You don't have to turn around and walk all the way back over there to turn it back on. All you have to do is reach right up under here, and you have two lights. One is the light that's going to be above, just turns on the lights right there in the kitchen area. Or two, if you didn't need those lights, you have these lights, which are just on the counter. So you have two options in this area. Now I want to just kind of give you an idea what it looks like when you leave the light on in there. It's timed, so it will shut off, but that's what it looks like when the light is on. Obviously, as I open the door, that's going to go ahead and extend how long that light is, but it'll go off here momentarily and then it'll be blacked out. So that is the kitchen. Let's talk about the air conditioning system. This has 3 Coleman Mach ACs. They are all ducted together. Nice thing with that is, even if you're running the bedroom AC right now, this area would be getting some cold air. However, the warm air return is in the bedroom. Now you could upgrade those ACs by putting the RV airflows in them, and that would increase the airflow to the ducts. But however, the quick cool feature right there, that would negate that. I don't think that's too big of a deal when you're increasing your airflow by 50%, that's for sure. What do you think of the lighting, the blackout shades? So checking out this TV here, it is directly across from your electric recliners. This is a perfect place for you to sit and enjoy your TV. It is a smart TV. Nice fireplace. And lastly, in this bathroom, the power vent fan up there. Do not run that, by the way. If and when you're going to flush that toilet, you will not like the outcome. Now, I know you're probably saying to me at this point, Paul, gosh dang it, this ceiling is so high, how am I going to be turning on these power vent fans? And that is a great question. You notice they didn't put anything on the walls, right? As far as something to do it. So what they have is, they have a remote control. That way there you can have a favorite hanging spot for them somewhere on the wall. But then the cool thing is, you can just take it and you can be sitting down while you're using. Now, something I highly recommend you do, have a window or door open, or another vent open when you actually utilize that, as to allow airflow to come through. So now let's get up to, before we get upstairs, let me just show you a little storage spot right here. Nice and deep. See how you have the hangers in there? And then this is where you're going to control, this is where your breakers and fuses. And this is where you control your slide out, your awning, so forth. Now the nice thing with this is the Compass Connect. You can put this on your phone. So makes it very easy. So whatever's here, you can have operation on your phone. Everything's right in 2 locations. One's there, one's on your phone. Now let's get on up into the bedroom here. Now this is the king size bed. You can option a queen if you wanted to have a little more walking room around that side, really. Basically to give you 10 inches more, so 5 inches more on either side. This is 70 inches wide by 80 inches long. You're going to have your own AC controller right there, and as you can see, your 110 and USB ports on either side. Now you notice that we didn't have a door that we needed to actually open to come in here. These have barn style doors, and you can see how they lock them open. Nice thing with those is with the door open, it is not in your way, which, you know, I don't know about you, but I much rather have that. Now we do have storage under the bed. By the way, you're not going to be able to lift it as easy as I just did in the event that you upgrade the mattress to get something heavier. Although it does hold itself up with this mattress. And then of course you have a little bit of storage right here. Nice little hiding place. Put your guns, ammo, put your jewelry, whatever you'd like right there. And then nice little drawers there. So that is that area. You can see you have nice little nooks on the bed end, if you want to call those nightstands, on the sides. And then of course, now for those of you that like sitting in bed reading, or you want to sit in bed and watch TV, you're going to like the height that you have there. You get the nice little headboard. You put some nice additional pillows back there for yourself. Of course, they do have the blackout shades back there as well, but you can see you're directly across from the TV, as well as having nice little areas to put things. If you need to plug things in, you have an outlet there. You also have an outlet over here. You have the drawers, so all those are going to be the same depth. And then both of these are going to be rather the same here, as you can see, because they got to run things back behind that for some lines and so forth. And then if you even wanted to put a cushion there, you can actually use that if you wanted to put on your shoes and so forth, and additional storage down below that area. Now let's get into the bathroom. And one thing I wanted to show you with the bathroom, I left the main light off, is look at the lighting around that mirror. It makes it nice, it's not in your face. And then of course you have your regular lighting there. And then you have these additional lights. All you're supposed to do is be able to push on those. There, oh, push it there. It might help by pushing in the right spot there. Push those on, gives you adequate lighting to go ahead and be able to see what you're doing there. Nice counter space, storage, plenty of room there where the toilet is. And then check out that shower. One-piece molded fiberglass. And you've got the 3 different shower ports if you want it to be. Nice little shower seat. Makes it a lot easier for those of us that have to sit down and shave our legs. And I like the fact that these doors are locked to the front instead of the back, because it's typically, you're not going to be a jackrabbit starting, but that way there, if you're ever braking hard, it's not going anywhere. Be sure that when you have this, right now it looks like it's locked, but it's not. You want to make sure that that thing clicks when you're closing that, for sure. Check out your nice adequate closet here. You've got additional storage over here. You know, that could be a little hamper if you want it to be. Throw a little clothes bin in there for your dirty clothes if you wanted to. And then if you wanted to have the washer and dryer, you can take these shelves out and have a stackable washer, or you can have a combo washer dryer if you wish in this room, or you can just keep it as hanging clothes and so forth. Lots of options. Take a look at all the outlets you have here. I mean, they're actually in usable spots. Heat duct again up off the floor. So now one of the main reasons why people buy fifth wheels, other than the space on the inside, is because of the outside storage on most. Now with this one being 102 inches wide, which is the wider body, you're going to get obviously more room, but this is also a drop frame, so you don't have that step up as you're going in this area. Now you have your lights in here, and you can set it to where they're sensor light, so that they'll come on when it senses motion, or you can have it on all the time or have it off. You can see here, you can hook up a TV if you wanted to do something. I've seen some people mount one on the roof so that it pulls down, or they'll have it slide out and fold down. Now this is your vacuum cleaner where you're able to use that, but the beautiful thing about this, you can actually use it. You can plug in here, pull your truck up right next to here, and actually clean out your truck if you wanted to. This thing does come with the TireLink tire pressure monitoring system. It does have the box. It already has them on the rims, so that is already installed for you. And then of course on this side you do have your LP Quick Connect, making it easy for you if you're going to be cooking out here. And notice how this area here, let me just get to where I can give you a better idea. You have your awning that comes out from the slide area. Notice you can see the LED light strip for each of the awnings. So that goes all the way past that slide out right there. So these are two rather long awnings to give you a lot of shade, if you will, here on your door side. And then I like the fact that they have these speakers down lower. I tell you, they finally have come to their senses on that, in my opinion. I remember when they used to be way up top up there, allowing, you know, the sound to be heard by your neighbor more than you could actually hear it here. So some things about the outside that I want to go over. When you're looking at the sides here, you know, check when you're looking at other campers, check and see, is that a laminated wall, or is it a just free standing wall where you push on it, there's really no structure in the wall? To me, I think that's an important feature. Of course, they have the slide toppers on there. That is going to go ahead, in the event debris is on top of the slide toppers, it'll just roll off as it comes in. Something I'd highly recommend you do is, if you're in a windy area underneath of trees and so forth, get a ladder and check up top there to make sure that there is no leaves and so forth or twigs underneath of the slide topper. You can see the rear part of your camper here. It's already wired frame for the Furrion rear observation camera, a ladder to get on the roof, and you do have, of course, this is where your connection is, 50 amp. You do have a hitch receiver back here. Now this one is rated at 3,000 pounds if you're going to be towing 300-pound tongue weight. Also, if you're just going to go ahead and put something on it, bicycles and so forth, it is 300 pounds of weight. And you can see it has a little plug in here, so that way there, if you have lights, you're able to have lights on the back of your tow vehicle thing back here, or you're able to have lights if you had like a mother-in-law seat there. This does have the hydraulic leveling system on it. Now, because you have a sink back here, you're going to have a gray tank right here. This is where your gray tank is. You're going to also notice this is where your spare tire is, which that is going to be dropped from the other side. Very simple to drop that. By the way, this is your vent for the gray tank right there. As you're coming back, I mentioned something about the tire pressure monitoring system. That's what these little things are right here. And then it'll have something you're going to bring into your car, so you're actually able to keep an eye on the tire pressure for you. Now these are the Cooper tires that they have on here. Black tank rinse right here. This is for the half bath. And then of course, this is the dump area here. Now this dump area is going to be for a black tank, for your gray tank. Everything's going to be coming out right here. But what you have is, the pole is right here. This is the black tank that is for the half bath. Then underneath in this area here, get this open here, you're going to have your pull valve for your other black tank and gray tank. Gray tank going to be for the shower and sink in the master bathroom. Let me just pull this open here because I want to show you a couple things. Now underneath here, and let me just turn it on, open this thing up. Notice that door didn't stay open, and the reason why it doesn't go back, you see how they have that strap there, is because you have your furnace there as well as your water heater. You don't want that going all the way back there, because if you had those on, that's going to create an issue for that door. Now what I've done here is I've turned on the lights right up underneath the slide outs here, so that way there at night, you know, less chance of you walking into this here, because you're going to actually have a little bit of light. This is going to be for your leveling system. The nice thing with that is where it's located, so as have my hand on this, I'm actually able to see where the hitch is going into the truck and so forth. You have the power reel for your 50 amp cord. You can see that on the other side there. Benefit there, trust me, those things, they get to be a bear in cooler weather. In this area here, and by the way, you do have a light in here. You'll have lights in there as well. Whole house water filtration system. And this makes it real simple for you when you're on your fresh water. Makes it real simple as far as how you're going to be doing things. For your cable, for your pass-through, 110. You also have your cable and satellite stuff for the main area. And of course the top one here, that's going to be your water pump. This bottom one, that is the light for the tops, for those blue lights right there. Outside shower. And then of course you have your black tank rinse. This one is going to be for the main bathroom. This area is heated. Notice how your poles and your low point drains are located above the floor level, so they're not, less chance of them having a freeze issue if you're out using them in cold weather. Something I highly recommend you do, because you're going to be pulling your hose and so forth up through here, hose, cable, whatever. Get some brass wool. You can find it right at Ace Hardware. Put it in there and then put this thing back down there. You do not want to have critters coming up through there. Leave that brass wool there when you're not using it, to make sure, again, you less chance of them coming in the rest of your camper if you can keep them out from that area. Now this comes with two 30-pound tanks standard with the automatic switchover, so that allows you to check it here to see what's going on. I'll be doing a video again on that to explain how that automatic switchover works. I believe there's a lot of misinformation out there. Just want to make sure that you understand what's going on. Nice thing is when you open this door, it's magnetically held in place. It's not going to be blowing around on you. Then of course, most of the ones that we get in, we're going to have them prepped for the LP generator, but this is where you're going to have your batteries. You're going to be able to get to your Swintex slide controllers. In this controller, you have your hydraulic fluid for the jacks and so forth. So that is under there, and your battery disconnect. Then you have your lights here. So what these do is you have two different lights. You have one light that's going to come on underneath this here, and then the other light is going to be right here, so you can actually see the hitch. And then of course you have the lights that are up in the, it's kind of hard to see in the sunlight, but you have the white lights up in the front cap. Do your neighbors a favor when you're camping. Keep those white lights off. They are very irritating for the people that are across from you. They get to be kind of bright. So just be friendly when you're out there camping. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Solitude 417 KB. For more information on this camper or any others, just reach out to me. Contact information down below. If there's a particular camper that you would like me to go ahead and preview for you, also just put a comment down below and I'll see what I can work out for you. So thanks for watching. I'll be back at you again soon. Take care.